Ladies, go on and settle in for a moment because today we're talking about a game most folks don't even realize they're playing. And matter of fact, if you've ever dated, loved somebody, started over, taken a chance, or just prayed the next chapter would treat you better than the last one, you've played it. It's called the if game. Now, before somebody gets bold and says, Miss Smith, I don't play games. Baby, yes, you do. We all do. The if game starts the moment uncertainty walks through the door, the moment you don't know what's what. And because you don't know, your mind starts filling in the blanks like it's auditioning for a detective show. And that, ladies, is where the fun and the foolishness begins. Now, let me break this down, ladies. The if game is what happens when life hands you a question before it hands you an answer. And because we don't like uncertainty, not even a little bit, our minds start running marathons they were never trained for. We start creating possibilities out of thin air. What if he likes me? What if he doesn't? What if this works? What if I get hurt? What if he's the one? What if I'm wasting my time? And here's the funny part. None of those questions are bad. They're not crazy. They're not dramatic. They're real. Because when you've lived a little, loved a little, and healed a little, your mind is always trying to protect you, even when it's doing the absolute most. Now, let me tell you something, ladies. Nowhere, and I mean nowhere, does the if game show up faster than in modern dating. You meet somebody online, and before you've even had a first date, your mind is out here doing background checks, credit reports, psychological evaluations, and planning a whole future this man don't even know he's in yet. We don't know what we don't know, but somehow we've convinced ourselves we can solve a mystery before we've gathered a single clue. Now, here's where people get confused. The goal isn't to stop asking questions. The healthy side of the if game sounds like this. What if I slow down and learn? What if I observe? What if I pay attention? What if I listen more than I assume? What if I watch how he treats me? What if I watch for consistency? What if I let time do its job? See, that's the part we skip. We want answers fast, but the healthy if game is about patience, clarity, and letting the truth reveal itself without us trying to write the whole story on day one. Now, let me tell you where the real trouble starts. The unhealthy if game is when you start answering questions nobody, and I mean nobody, can answer yet. He hasn't called, and suddenly you're convinced he's not interested. He calls twice, and now you're planning Christmas dinner, matching pajamas, and whose family y'all visiting first. See the problem? You're creating information instead of gathering information. And baby, that's how we end up. Stressed, confused, disappointed, and mad at a man who never even knew he was in the running. The unhealthy if game takes your imagination and runs a whole marathon with it, while reality is still tying its shoes. When you start filling in blanks with fear, fantasy, or assumptions, you're not protecting your heart, you're setting it up. And the worst part, you start reacting to the story in your head instead of the truth in front of you. Eventually, reality enters the room. And here's the thing about reality. It does not care about the stories we've told ourselves. Reality shows us patterns. Reality shows us behavior. Reality shows us consistency. Reality tells the truth, whether we're ready for it or not. And at some point, you have to decide what you're going to do with what you know. Not what you hoped, not what you imagine, not what you try to convince yourself of, what you know. Because when reality starts talking, that's when the real if game begins. If this is the truth, what am I going to do with it? The if game isn't just dating, ladies. Oh no, it's life. It's life asking us, what if I take the new job? What if I move? What if I fail? What if I succeed? What if I start over? See, the if game is everywhere, every single day, from the big decisions to the small ones, from the things that scare us to the things we secretly hope for. And let's be honest, grown woman life will have you playing the if game before you even get out the bed. What if I check my bank account? What if I don't? You know exactly what I mean. The if game is part of life, part of growing, part of choosing the life you want, even when you're not sure how it's all gonna turn out. So the next time you catch yourself spinning in circles, running laps in your own mind, writing chapters to a story nobody handed you, stop, take a breath, and ask yourself one question. Am I gathering information, or am I creating it? Because one of those will save your peace, and the other one will have you stressed out, losing sleep, checking your phone like it owes you money. Gathering information keeps you present. Creating information drags you into a future that doesn't even exist yet. When you gather information, you're watching what's real. You're paying attention to what's actually happening. You're letting people show you who they are instead of imagining who you hope they'll be. But when you start creating information, now you're arguing with a man in your head, planning a breakup from a relationship that never started, and mad at somebody who didn't even do anything. So ask yourself the question every time, every situation, every if game moment. Am I responding to reality or reacting to a story I made up because I got impatient? This is Real Talk, Love and Life After 50, where we don't just grow older, we grow wiser, and that makes all the difference.